Hello everyone! It's Miss Joanne's story time. April showers bring May flowers. It's almost May. Okay, I hope you're all doing well. I miss seeing you at the library. Today we're going to read a couple of pages from this book called Breathe Like a Bear by Kira Wiley, and it's illustrated by Annie Betts, and the publisher is Rodell Kids. My first page I'd like to share with you today is something that you can use to help calm yourself down if you ever feel like you're getting, all excited or angry about something. You can think about taking 5. So what that means is, if you ever heard someone say, let's take 5, it means you take a quick break from what you're doing, and it's a great way to calm down. So as you breathe in, you count to 5. Ready? Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fill your lungs with air and breathe out to the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try that one more time. Breathe in and think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out to the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So whenever you're mad or upset, try to remember to take 5. It can help you feel calm and peaceful. Okay, my next story is about a rainstorm, which we can have a lot of in April, can't we? And I'm actually going to turn on some rain sounds for us, if you can hear that. Okay. Uh-oh, I think it might rain. So I want you to rub your hands together to make the sound of rain. And now tap your hands on your lap. Slowly, it's starting to rain. Now get faster and faster. It's starting to pour. We're getting soaked. Lightning and thunder. Stomp your feet for thunder. Lightning and thunder. Tap those hands again on your lap. It's really raining. All right, now start to take your hands and slow them down. I think the rain might be stopping. Rub your hands together to make the sound of the wind. Slow it down. Slow it down. And everything is still and quiet. Okay, that brings me to my next story called Worm Weather. When we get lots of rain, what starts to wiggle up from the ground that you see after a rainstorm? Lots of wiggly worms. Let's read what happens in Worm Weather. This is by Jean Taft, illustrated by Matt Hunt, and the publisher is Grosset and Dunlap. Worm Weather. Drip, drop, skip, and hop. Splish, splash, sidewalk dash. Worm, worm, wiggle, squirm. Worm weather! Look at all those worms under the ground, and look at the tunnels they're making. And above the ground, you can see everyone's feet walking in that rainstorm. Coat, hat, rain goes splat. Boots, jump. Old tree stump. Have you ever done that? Jump in the puddles during a rainstorm? That is so much fun to do. Big stomp. Puddle swamp. Boy, do they look like they're having fun, don't they? Mud, stop. Belly flop. Uh-oh. He wants to do a belly flop in the mud. Is that a good idea? Almost. Looks like Their grown-up came around and stopped them just in time. Dark cloud, very loud. Looks like a storm cloud with that lightning and thunder we did before. Bright flash, thunder crash. And I still see some worms under the ground. Do you see them? Quick, race, pizza place. Drip, dry, pizza pie. Wow, what a great way to dry off from a rainstorm. Sun pops, drizzle stops. I love when the sun comes out after a rainstorm, and you might see a rainbow. Birds fly, rainbow sky. Run, sing, playground, swing. Boy, does that look like fun. Worm, worm, wiggle, squirm. It's worm weather. Yes, it is. Every time it rains, it is worm weather. And this week, you can make your own worm. There are lots of different ways you can make a worm with whatever you might have at home. So I had pipe cleaners and I had some wooden beads. So what I did is I took some beads and I just made a little knot at the end with the pipe cleaner, because a pipe cleaner is bendy, so you can just bend it. And then I strung my beads one at a time, which is really good exercise for your fingers. And I put all those beads on, which was really fun to do. And I put a smaller bead at the end. And then I just put two little beads for the eyes. But if you don't have smaller beads, that's fine. Any beads are fine. You don't even need to have eyes. You can just make a little circle for the head part. See? I also had Cheerios at home. So I made a little worm with putting some Cheerios on my pipe cleaner. And I used 2 little beads for the eyes. So these are 2 different kind of worms you can make. And if you don't have beads or pipe cleaners, but maybe you have an egg carton, you can have a grown-up help you cut a piece of the egg carton out. And here's some more pipe cleaners, but maybe you could just draw with markers a face, and you can color the body segments. If you don't have any pipe cleaners, you can just decorate an egg carton and make a caterpillar or worm that way. If you have things like Play-Doh, or if you have Model Magic at home, you can make a worm by just taking some Play-Doh or Model Magic and rub your hands to make big long worms that way. If you make a worm for worm weather, we would love to see what worms you make. So please send pictures of your worms to Metuchen Public Library at lmxac.org. All right, enjoy all the blooms and the worm weather, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.